So Chattanooga 2.0 and Unified Ed, we're focused on education, but it's more than just K-12. A lot of times we talk about from cradle to career. So we're gonna transition a little bit to early childhood. And I'm gonna give you another stat, which is 42% of our kindergartners in Hamilton County are ready on day one to learn. And in schools of concentrated poverty, that number is half of that. So talk to me a little bit of what your plans or how you feel about these early childhood programs. And for example, we have a pilot program called Camp K, which is going to be training and assisting rising kindergartners so they have those necessary skills and assets that they need for day one. What are your thoughts on these early childhood and intervention and programs right before kindergarten that are going to get our kids ready for kindergarten?
I support them. I think when we have, I think it's 58% of our kids that aren't ready to learn on day one, those kids are always playing catch up. And we see that stat in our third grade literacy percentages. I think Camp K is a good thing, and I think that's something that needs to be expanded above a pilot. Another thing, I think we have pre-K in 24 different locations right now that are funded through state and federal funds, not the county. I think the county funds some teacher positions and whatnot, but I don't know if it's so much a school board thing. Is if the money's there, then yes, we need to. I think in the long run, for our community and for our students' sake, that we need to focus on early childhood education. I mean, like I said, if not, they're just playing catch up, and that's not something we want, because if they're playing catch up in third grade, they're playing catch up in ninth grade, and if they're playing catch up in ninth grade, like I said, they're still playing catch up when they walk onto a university in August after they graduate, or when they go into vocational. Her dad, Miss Bolick, her dad came in from Concord Baptist Church, and they would bring in probably 3 days a week a crew of 10 or 12, and they would pull us out of class and they would sit with us and we would learn math. And if it wasn't for that, I would probably be awful for math. And that's something we don't see in our schools now. And I am forever grateful that I had the opportunity to have that. I mean, they pulled me out of class and I was missing stuff. But that's something we don't see in school today. And that's something I really want to bring back. We talk about community schools and community, we want to open up our schools, but we need the community to come to our schools to help our students as well, because there's only so many hours in a day for a teacher to affect a child's life. We do need our community leaders to come in, if that's in pre-K, if that's in first grade, if that's even in high school, to make sure our students are prepared, for the K through J is what I call it, K to a job, and that we're doing our jobs and giving them the education they deserve.
Mr. Testerman, what are your thoughts on early childhood education and expanding programs that are providing our kids with these fundamentals?
Early childhood education is essential for all children, How we're going to do it, it's going to take communities coming together and saying, this is our priority. We can do better in Hamilton County, Chattanooga, East Ridge, Red Bank, Lookout Mountain, wherever you want to go, Cell Creek. We can do better than we're doing. It has to be a priority for our community. Well, I think we should say it's essential to have an educated child, have kindergarten experience. I'm going to use an experience I had at White Oak Elementary School. White Oak Elementary School, I was blessed. I love that school. I love my kids. When I was told I'd be the administrator of White Oak Elementary School, someone said, well, you got your hands full. I never saw it as a hands full. I saw things as a challenge. My first thing I did, I went to my community. I did not wear my tie. I wouldn't wear it tonight, and you guys can wear it. But I probably wouldn't look as good in a sports shirt as you. I went door to door. I took with them a brochure of who I was, and I gave it to them. I gave them my phone number, not at work. I gave them my cell phone number. That's all I've ever given to anybody. If you want to get in touch with me, I'm listed on the county website. It's my cell phone. It rings all the time. I enjoy talking to people. I went door to door at White Oak Community. Nobody told me to. I knew it was the right thing to do. These were children who were going to be going to school with a new principal, and they didn't know what to expect. I wanted them to know that I will do all I can to help them be successful as a student. I attended a church in Hickson. It's a large church. And I spoke to a lady who happened to have worked with me at Sale Creek School, Paulette Phillips. Paulette Phillips got the church there to arrange backpacks for kids. Church down the street, White Oak Baptist Church, White Oak Methodist Church. They partnered with us to raise and give school supplies for children. We did not want for school supplies. I will say this, it's important that one thing I would like to see starting quickly is there should be a program that is developed. I'll be part of it, you can be part of it, we all need to be part of it, that will give to parents some training. Anytime I had a PTA meeting as a school principal, it wasn't just a meeting to come in and walk around and visit. It was a meeting that offered training to parents, how to be a better parent at home, how to help children with their homework. We gave them what they needed. Schools have to be put in charge with their community. Let the school leader, the principal, and the teacher do what they know is best, and let them do it.